everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be showing you how to make this motif. I am currently working on my next tutorial, so I thought I would walk you through the motif first before we go to the actual project. So this is a surprise. I'm not going to be revealing what I'll be making out of this. It will be in my next video probably, or somewhere in the future when I'm done with it. But today we are going to learn how to make this motif. So thank you so much for the love and the support that you have shown to my previous video, which is on the screen. So let's get started. For this project, I will be using 24/7 cotton by Lion brand. Thank you so much, Lion brand, for providing this yarn for me. I understand they released the 24/7 DK yarn, so I can't wait to try out that. But this is the mercerized yarn, the 24/7 mercerized cotton. So it recommends a 4mm crochet hook, which is a G hook, but I'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook just to get the motif a bit stiffer and tighter, because I want to use this as coasters. I feel like they would be very good coasters. So the yarn is goldenrod and it's color number 761. So let's get started. You also need a darning needle to weave in your ends, and a pair of scissors and a stitch marker if you would like to mark your first stitch. So this is completely optional. So let's jump into the video and learn how to make this beautiful floral motif. So to begin your project, you will need to start with a magic ring. So for the magic ring, you're going to just roll it over like this and create an X around your fingers. And then you're going to go down and grab that loop. This should be the working yarn, the one that's connected to the yarn ball, as you can see here. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through and tighten that. We don't count that as a stitch or anything. That's just to close off the magic ring. And you're going to make a chain of 3. And that will count as our very first double crochet. So we're going to go into the same magic ring with a total of 11 more double crochets. So we want a total of 12, and this counts as our first one. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You will have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your second double crochet. We want a total of 12. Repeat that. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have a total of 12 double crochets, including the chain 3 at the beginning of our round. And now you're going to get your tail of the magic ring and you're going to pull it to close the magic circle, as you can see here. And after that, you're going to go on top of the first chain 3 that we made. So you're going to go 1, 2, and into the third chain, you're going to make a slip stitch. So insert your hook, pull through, and pull through. So that's your slip stitch. That marks the end of round 1. So we're going to round 2 right now. You'll start with a chain of 4, and that counts as a double crochet, chain 1. So you're going to go into the next stitch, which is this one, with a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the next, and repeat that all the way around. So you should have a total of 12 double crochets separated by chain 1 spaces at the end of this round. So I've placed my last double crochet into the last stitch. So let's cross check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So your work should be folding over like a dish. Don't worry about that, it will become flat later on. So after that, you're going to chain 1 and go into the third chain of the first chain 4. So you're going to count 1, 2, and into the third, you're going to place a slip stitch to end your round. So this is what we have, and now we are going to round 3. For round 3, you're going to slip stitch into the first chain 1 space, just 1 slip stitch, and you're going to chain 3, and that counts as our very first double crochet of the round. Now you're going to go into the very first space with 2 more double crochets to make a total of 3 double crochets. So the reason why we did the slip stitch into the chain 1 space is to chain 3 so that we give the illusion of the first double crochet of the round is placed in the first box or in the first chain 1 space. So that means the first chain 1 space has 3 double crochets, and continue to do 3 double crochets in each and every chain 1 space. So just go into the next box and place 3 double crochets there, and then go into the next chain 1 space with 3 double crochets. Repeat that all the way around until the end of your round. 3 double crochets into each and every chain 1 space. We don't work anything in the stitches for this round. So I'm placing my last 3 double crochets into the very last chain 1 space, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 36 double crochets all the way around, and then you're going to count to the third chain of the first chain 3 and place a slip stitch, and that marks the end of round 3. This is what you'll have. Now we're going to round 4. For round 4, you're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. Then into that same exact stitch, you're going to place another double crochet in there, like that. So we have 2 double crochets into the very first stitch, then 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and then you're going to chain 3, skip 1 stitch, and into the next 2 stitches you're going to place 2 double crochets into each. So 1 and 2, then 1 and 2 into the next, like that. Chain 3, skip 1 stitch, into the next stitch you're going to place 2 double crochets, and into the next stitch you're going to place 2 double crochets, and you're going to repeat this all the way around. Chain 3, skip 1 stitch, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So let me continue doing that until the end of the round. So we are almost coming to the end of our round, and you should be having a total of four stitches left. So you're going to chain 3, skip over 1 stitch, and into the next you're going to place 2 double crochets, and into the next one you're going to place 2 double crochets, and then you're going to chain 3 and skip over the last stitch, which is this one, and you're going to go on top of the first chain 3 that you made for your round and place a slip stitch. So look at what we have now. Our work is no longer like forming a basket, it's now flat. So you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 groups of 4 double crochets. Your work should look like this. Now we are going to our very final round that's going to create the shells on top of the motif. So to start round 4, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, which is the 3rd stitch of that group, and then you're going to go into this chain 3 space with a total of 9 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and we want a total of 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have our 9 double crochets into that space. You're going to skip over the first 2 stitches of the next group, 1, 2, and into the third you're going to place a slip stitch, and then repeat 9 double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And after your 9 double crochets, you are going to skip over the first 2 stitches of the next group, and into the third you're going to place a slip stitch, and you're going to repeat that all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Slip stitch into the third stitch of the next group, and you can see what that is forming. It's forming those pretty shells on the edges of the motif. So continue to do that until you come to the end here, and I'll show you how to wind up your round. So I have placed my very last shell of 9 double crochets into the last chain 3 space. Now you're going to go into that space where you placed the last slip stitch before we started the first shell. So here in that space, and you're going to make a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, and then you're going to cut your yarn, leaving a tail for weaving in, and then you're going to pull through. Now lay your work flat. I think you need to block it a bit so that it can get that flat look, and this is basically it. Now we are going to weave in our ends. Just turn it to the wrong side. and weave this tail into several stitches at the back to get rid of it. I like going around those stitches of the magic ring, back and forth, back and forth. And after that, I'm ready to cut. I'm going to do the same thing for this tail. Make sure you weave in your tail on the wrong side of your work. Okay. So that's basically it. This is what we have for our final motif. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. You give this video a thumbs up if you liked this tutorial, and this can be a very good coaster. Imagine this like in so many other colors, or in a group of 12, or in a set of 6. This can be very good coasters for a present, or a Christmas present, or any kind of present. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as my second channel so that you're notified whenever I post. And just a little disclaimer, if you feel like these shells are too heavy for you, you can go down 2 stitches for each shell. You can do 7 stitches around the shell part instead of 9. You can do that so that we don't get that wobbly effect, that fold. So maybe I'll give it a try and see how that turns out. Alright, so we are back, and after trying out 7 stitches instead of 9, this is what I have. This is the one for 9 stitches, and this is 7 stitches into each and every shell. So just go with whatever is comfortable for you. This will lay flat comfortably well, whereas this is a little bit it seems like there are excess stitches around that are creating that folding effect around, so you have to always tap it in order to lay flat. So if you want a more flat look, then I prefer you go for 7 stitches. If you want more pronounced edges when it comes to the shells, then I advise you go for the 9 stitches into each shell. But that's basically it for this tutorial. I hope you had fun making this, and I can't wait to see your creations of this particular motif, how you use it to try out different projects. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.